What's going on, guys? Welcome to your tea time out here in Zumbrota, Minnesota at the Zumbrota Covered Bridge Park. This is a relatively new redesign. They redesigned this course 2 or 3 years ago to make it a full 18 to expand all the way through the park. Today we're doing a conquer the course, so let's jump in and see what I'm supposed to beat today. Hole 1, 186 is there straight ahead. So the line to beat, there were a lot of different scores on the Udisc leaderboard, and the number one score, which is not even remotely even touched by anyone else, is 18 under par. Is that legit? Who knows? So our goal is obviously, that's the leaderboard. So our goal is 18 under. The second best score is 13, and I definitely am going to beat 13 because Joel, or as you know him as the future junior world champion, holds one of those 42 13 unders. So the goal today is shoot 18, obviously. Secondary goal, shoot better than 13. No hate, Joel. Love you, buddy. But the first envy of the day is parked. So that's a really good way to start this hole immediately. Tap in your birdie. One down through one. Even from what I'm playing so far, this is pretty different. So I wonder if they've redesigned just a touch here and there. Hole 2, 173, another little shorty just in front of the tree there. I'm gonna go forehand zone. Could also throw a backhand at it, but I think forehand's pretty good for it too. Especially when you put it right under the bucket like that. So off to a really nice start to match that 18. Now, I haven't done the Conquer the Course series. The last one that we did was with Nate out at St. Charles. I had reached out to a handful of disc golf content creators and kind of asked just to check out a video and like just shred me in the things that I'm not doing right or things that I could be doing better. One of the people that got back to me were basically like, you know, like the Conquer the Course thing, like it's a cool idea. He's like, unfortunately, nobody gives a shit about you. So nobody cares if you conquer the course, which is brutal, but like true. So I kind of strayed away from some of the stuff that we were doing to try and, you know, take some advice. And again, like I really appreciate the response at all. And I definitely took a lot of the things that they said to heart, and I'm trying to use those things that they're doing or that they told me I should do. Unfortunately, I kind of over literalized it and said like, oh, if nobody cares, then why am I doing it? But I really love this idea of the Conquer the Course. Same with like gun game, like that whole idea. I love that idea. Like if Foundation were to do it, or like, you know, one of the bigger channels, that it would be like wildly successful. But because I am a smaller YouTuber along with Thomas and Nate, we just get a little less audience traction. So I didn't want to scrap the idea of Conquer the Course altogether. So we're still doing it. Now, that being said, I've also seen a few other YouTubers using the Course Conquest, Conquer the Course, which I mean, like I feel like I kind of got the idea from Foundation's Break series, like Break 68 and those things. Truly an original idea from me? No. The Course Conquest has definitely gotten out there. Pretty strong headwind. Hole 3 here is 190 straight ahead. Probably gonna go zone to fight the headwind just a little bit better. I have the tempo too, but I think the zone is my little bit more of a stable one, so it should fight pretty good. Now drop. Yeah, that's perfect. That is gonna be right next to the pin for another tap in to put us 3 through 3. Definitely take this tap in for sure. That was a headwind, so now I kind of have a tailwind putt. Haven't tested the honest putting quite yet. I did learn from last week's video, and I did warm up the throw and the putt. So I'm not stepping up to this completely unwarm. So we'll see if we can carry the momentum continuing into 4. I love seeing all of the different ideas and the plays off of other people's ideas. YouTube is obviously not like my job. Like this isn't my number one priority. So like I know that I'm not playing the algorithm correctly. 296 par 3, just off to the left. I'm throwing a stable driver because it is a stiff headwind. So I'm just hoping that that wind can help kick it over. Yeah, that's long look, but it's a look. So now I have to make a real putt instead of my little tap ins. Udisc says I'm about 40 feet from the basket. I feel like that's wrong, but we'll take it. There we go. That was nice. Rode that wind perfectly. So far, we are 4 through 4, which is really good. I'm glad to have that putt on the last one stick. This one's another little shorty, 135, dead straight. This is definitely a different layout than the one that I played before. And I now don't doubt the down 18 as much as I did. Good drop. Nice little Parker. All right, we're gonna keep rolling. We've got a perfect start for this 18. I'm also trying to be a little bit better in portraying who I am. Another thing that the other content creator told me was, you know, like, these people don't know who you are, you know, so you have to make them care about you before they care about watching you play disc golf. So I think that's kind of a fault that we've had of just like going out to the course and trying to play. And, you know, we just love to play disc golf. So we just play, but we don't interact enough with you guys. Like, you get glimpses of our personalities, you get glimpses of us, but not really in the way that we should be. So I'm trying to be better. Next hole, 368 feet. On Udisc, it says that there is a tree marked Mando. I don't see it. I'm assuming that I need to shoot this hallway though. So I just ran up there to see. There is a Mando. It's a very, very, very faded, spray painted yellow arrow on this tree. Definitely is a forehand. I'm gonna go boost. If you have not seen our last video, boost versus PD, go check that one out. But here's another reason why you should check out the boost right here. Or don't. Whatever you do, don't hold that shot against the boost. Hold that against me, and I'll make it up later in this round, I promise. Pretty fortunate kick. This is not good footing. This is also a bad angle, I can tell. Apologies. Channel your inner big germ with the tempo. I mean, it's not bad at all. All right, tempo left us, I would say, just outside the circle. So 35-ish, maybe 40-ish. This is the only par 4 on the course, so this is also for birdie. However, there are some shorter holes, so an ace is possible, but we're not even gonna think about that because I'm gonna make this putt real quick. Yep. Oh, come on, baby. Dang it. All right, well, guess I'm just gonna have to ace one now, I suppose. Well, there are some opportunities. We're also fighting a storm real quick. Look at the sky. Speaking of potential ace opportunities, next hole, beautiful 160-foot little backstop road. I am assuming plays OB. At least that's how we're gonna play it. But I'm still thinking I'm gonna go one of the Envies. Maybe this green one. It's a little more overstable, so I can kind of just toss it and give it a good opportunity. Or at least just hit the backstop and I'm right there for birdie. I mean, can you really be upset about that? I am looking forward to summer for a lot of reasons. One, because this cold, windy, rainy thing isn't a thing. But also I'm hoping to up the amount of videos that I'm putting out, make YouTube a little bit more of a top priority than it is now. It's just hard during the fall, winter, spring. I'm very busy with my job, and so to make content also a top priority is just not an option. So let me know what you want to see. I am always open. We also don't have any sponsors of any kind as far as like receiving anything early. You know, we have Station Street, shout out Drew, who's always reaching out to us and trying to help us out in whatever way he can. But I'd love to try new challenges. I obviously like trying new discs, but we can't do that every time. I'd be broke. My wife would not be happy about that. So let us know what you want to see. All right, hole 8. The more I play, the more I'm realizing that there definitely was a redesign after the redesign that I know. Another shorty here, tucked into the Guardian trees. I'm gonna go Buzzsaw. It's like 268, 270, slightly downhill. I just wanna play it nice and easy. Just like that. Get me up there. It's a little outside. I'll have a long look, but not bad. Looked longer from up top. As it sets, still about 10 feet. And there is some thundering happening. We might be racing the clock here. There we go. So I'm gonna try and pick up the pace a little bit. Hole 9, we are 7 through 8. So definitely not in a bad spot at all. Right now we are looking at 296 foot par 3. Thunder and lightning is just coming at me. I'm gonna go S-Blend Emperor here. Should be pretty good. Yeah, I think that's parked. I think. I just got that S-Blend Emperor. I played League and realized that I didn't really have any like overstable stuff. Like the force that I had in my bag was not fighting the wind at all. So I adjusted and made it work, but I was like, oh, I'm looking for something stable. And I kind of thought that an Emperor would be a little stable. Ended up replacing my Zeus for the moment. So we'll see. I like the way it flies. And depending on where it's at right now, will depend on how much I actually like it. Oh yeah, I'm like 10 feet. So it's a good disc, good shot. Just want to give him a little bit more of a shot. Good birdie to get here, 296. Basically everything now that we're hitting the back 9, nothing is really under 200 feet. So a little bit longer. Next hole from where I'm taking it is up on the sidewalk because down on the field is really uneven and I don't like throwing drives on uneven surfaces. Saying about 332, basket sets just back here. So I think I'm gonna throw that S-Blend Emperor again. That should be really, really good. Yeah, that is another thing about this course. I remember initially when they put it in, they said that they were trying to get tee boxes put in, but I'm guessing with some of the changes that they had to make, that probably came from the parks department, I'm assuming. But I remember the tournament I played, a lot of the throwing areas we were tossing from were like sidewalks, road, things like that. Whereas here on the new smart layout, a lot of those tee areas are saying like grass and things like that. And this field is a multi-use field. It's really uneven. And I have bad knees and a bad ankle. Here's where the Emperor landed. Really good center cut. I think I hyzered in just perfectly. I hit the tree on the right here and it slowed it down. So I thought it dropped like straight down, but I think it ended up dropping and maybe rolling a little bit. It's kind of blind from up there. There we go. Whew. I was a little worried that was left side, but it stuck. And as we walk to our next hole, this is probably the iconic hole. This is, you're walking through the covered bridge, kind of a big deal. And then this basket sets on kind of an island green from what I remember. Again, this is, last time I played it was 2 years ago. All this water is OB. Basket sits right there. And sidewalk and things also OB. So it's a really, really treacherous green. It's a shorter hole. I think it's only like 240 feet, but you have to stick it. And in this wind, it's a little complicated as well right now. Looks like we're facing kind of a left or right-left hill, which is better than a headwind, but wind. I'd just like to not play a windy round for a little while. I think I'm gonna go gyro balance here. It's that right to left kind of tail, but it does kind of go like back left. There you go, good lift. I missed the tree. Oh yeah, that's putting for easy bird from like 10 feet. It's that covered bridge view. This is cool. Ooh, and we got a little bit of thunder there. Woo. All right, balance left me about 20, 25. It is spritzing. It's starting to rain. So we need to really pick up the pace here. There we go. And that's how we pick up the pace. We just make the birds and move on. Hole 12, about 305 foot, par 3. The basket sits back and under these big trees. The wind is kind of dead now, which is good. So I should just be able to take this Emperor and push it out a little on the right side, and let it come back. Come on. Oh yeah, I should be right at it. That was perfect. I really like that Emperor. Holy crap. Yep, just, I mean, oh, somebody left a disc in the basket. Yeah, Emperor left me 10 feet, if even. There we go. Keeping the birdie train going. Whale. I'm gonna hit you up, buddy. See if I can get you this polecat back. Hole 16, 370. Basket sits between the trees here. I think I'm gonna go force on this right side and hope that it kind of carries over. Now just get over there. Yep, some good ground play and roll. I think I'm sitting about 25 from the pin, so we'll have another putt to make. I'm still holding out. I'm gonna get that one stroke back from that par 4 that I didn't quite make back there on like 6, I believe. Thanks for stuffing. Jesus Louise, I'm gonna stop talking. Thanks for sticking it out with me. All right, forest left me about 30 feet. And this storm is like coming in on me, so. Come on. Oh man, that's okay. We've got a couple holes that we could ace. I'm not giving up hope. That's what I'm working on now. Those 30 footers are just not as consistent as I would like them to be. There we go. These dynamic baskets, you cannot go left or right. You have to hit middle. Hole 14, 276. I just don't know what to do here. I think I'm just gonna go Sagara. Play this right side middle gap. If it misses anything, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of stuff up there. I can't really tell what the flight path to the basket is. It hit something and fell down. Hopefully I have a putt. I'm not really sure. Okay, so it did actually take a really good kick. The mouth of the gap was here. I kind of thought it was like here, because where the basket sets is like tucked back. So I kind of thought the basket was like here. So I thought I needed to shoot that gap. I hit this tree and kind of shot. So gave myself a putt here. There we go. All right. We are continuing this onslaught, baby. Coming for that number 1 spot, baby. 15, 244. This is, I have not thrown enough forehands today, so this is a forehand for sure. Not that left. But honestly, got good play. I think I actually ended up in a really good spot. Weather gets in my head so bad. Anybody else, like, once it starts raining, you're like, well, there goes. That's me, kind of. I'm a big grip, like, hand feel. So if it feels weird in my hand, it's all mental and I'm just like done. But not today, because we're shooting that 18. It's another one of those, you know, favorites of mine. Little like 20 footer in the rain. No biggie. Woo-hoo! That was clean. Holy cow. Almost back to the car. Hole 16, 262. I definitely feel like I could just throw a mid. I think I'm going to step up a little bit and go with a Raptor. Not throw it as hard and let it make its way back to the basket. Now hit the tree and drop. Yeah, that's a long, long look. But we've had a few of those today. We got a clutch up. I'm gonna give it a valiant bid, but I don't want to go too far left because that road and path is OB. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh! Not that I need to, but I'll show you the tap in here. Okay, so to get to 18, I haven't really been paying attention to score all that much, but I know I've missed a few. I think I need to go ace-ace to even give myself an opportunity. So lucky for you, I've saved the best for last. Enjoy the show, you're welcome. Hole 17, 197 feet. I just did the math. Unfortunately, 18 under is out of the question. So now we're shooting for the number 2. Even if I ace-ace, it only put me at 17 under. So 197, and then we have one coming back at 18. I think I'm just gonna go zone. Now hyzer. It's a little deep up on the hillside. All right, zone kind of hit this pine and shuffled out for me, thank goodness. Still not a gimme, folks. This is only like 10 feet, but downhill, treacherous behind, and it's wet. But it doesn't matter because I'm on the hunt for that number 2 spot because I'm not getting the number 1 at least. So, all right, you've made it to the final hole, hole 18, 255 round. Thanks for hanging out with me. Basket is just on the other side of the hill. It's a 250-foot shot tunnel. You kind of want something to just drift all the way. Try and get this echo up there. Now hit that and set. I hit that tree on the right perfectly. Otherwise, I was flying into the parking because the hillside drops down and then there's like the parking lot back there. So that plays all OB. So that was a really good tree to hit. That was a good gap with the echo. Now we should have a tap in birdie to wrap us up. And here is our last putt of the round. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I battled the elements just for you. Let me check the scorecard. I'll be right back with you. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Unfortunately, didn't take the number 1 spot, but we did secure the number 2 at 15 under par. I definitely had some missed lines, some missed putts. So I do think that that 18 is doable. I'll be coming back for it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do all the good stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you at the next tee time. Peace.